Hello again, everyone. Welcome back. Well, today I'm reviewing another cigar from Aganorsa Leaf. A few weeks ago, we did the Torch. Did very well. This is the Lunatic Loco, and this size is the El Loquito, 4 3/4 by 60. I had to look at it. That is just a short little fat sucker. Like the shape of it, actually. These bigger ring cigars, it makes it easier when they're shaped like that. Now, this is a Shade Grown Corojo Maduro wrapper from Jalapa. And the binder and filler are Nicaraguan, of course. Comes in three sizes. El Loco, another size, is 4 3/4 by 70. And the El Gran Loco is 5.5 by 80. 4 3/4 by 60 is probably gracious plenty for me. But this is the JFR Lunatic Loco line, and this size is the El Loquito, 4 3/4 by 60. By the way, there, if you can make anything out of it, is the density. Of course, anything this fat is going to have a good weight in the hand, and don't be fooled or by a short 4 3/4 length. I think we're going to be here for a while because this is going to be a slow burning big cigar. So let's get right to it. Came out in 2019, so it's 1 year old. I'm just getting to it. No big deal. Let's do it. The JFR Lunatic Loco El Loquito. Now, one thing we didn't go over is look at the top. It's finished off in a little pigtail. It's really tight and really bunched up, and it's just curled right there. And that's exactly what I'm going to cut off of it, and in hopes that it draws well. Here we go. And it does. Success. I like it when they draw well out of the gate. Of course, if they don't, I'll use the Perfect Draw tool, but that's what it's there for. So you can see I took off just that little bit. Draw is good. Let's do it. A lot of sweet flavors in the cigar. It's nice. Well, some cedar and brown sugar. There's actually a lot of a chocolate, a cocoa. It's like a cocoa type flavor. A lot of nutmeg in there. Light leather. Black coffee at the base, very base. Black pepper at about 7.5. It's a very creamy chocolate, sort of a cocoa, almost like caramel chocolate. I'm getting more flavors in there. It's just so much going on. Chocolate caramel. I like that description better. Chocolate caramel icing is what it reminds me of. Okay. But there's a little touch of a cedar aspect in there too. It's not a citrus. That ought to make some of you happy, but it's definitely like a chocolate caramel. There is nutmeg, there's light leather, and black coffee. That's how you start. Does that sound sweet enough for you? It is good. It's very sweet. So I'm not sure how I'm going to do this. I guess I could do it in thirds since I'm already past the, you see how it expands really fast, or, goes from here to here. And once it gets there, it stays there for the duration. So probably the first third will be shortly after it gets to its largest point. So that'll be a good place to have a little judgment. So be right back. First third, and boy, did the larger ring gauge really change things. It's a little cedar, brown sugar, cocoa, a very outstanding vegetable type nutmeg, a brand new leather, and black coffee. You see how things changed? And the vegetable nutmeg and the new leather are mixing, making whatever flavor that is, but those two combined. Medium bodied. The finish is a little cedar and cocoa. I would say some brown sugar because it has a little sweetness and some decent lingering black pepper. But the cigar has changed from how it started in that itty bitty, or I don't know what ring gauge it would be at the very end, but it was entire. It's very different. You don't have the caramel anymore. You don't have the light leather. You have new leather. New leather, brand new. Stick it in your mouth, taste it. New leather. Very vegetable type nutmeg. Combining with that leather. Unique flavors. Some of these are unique. They're very different. But it still has very nice sweetness. Unique flavors, nice sweetness. I'm started at 93. 93 for the first third. I really want things to kind of change and get a little bit better. But it's not bad now, but it's not where I want it to be. We'll see. We'll see if it gets there. So that's the first third. Let's go back to the next third. See you in a minute. The end of the second third. And the cigar is still changing. I do still get the cedar and some brown sugar, but the nutmeg and leather are greatly decreased. There is now a chocolate, sort of a dark chocolate, and the coffee has increased. So the cigar I would call full bodied. The finish is unchanged. It's about the same. Cigar is changing. I like changes. There is some sweetness. There is the dark chocolate. The nutmeg and the leather, I don't know where they went, but I can't really detect them right now. I feel sure they might come back. But with these changes, for me, I would actually drop it to 92. The sweetness is a little decreased, but the dark chocolate is there, and it has some sweetness. So it's not like yesterday where we had a dark chocolate cigar that had no sweetness. This one has some, but it did decrease a little bit. So 92 for the second third. And we have the final third to go. We're getting a good burn time out of this short little cigar, a little fat sucker, as I call it. So let's see what we have in the final third. Down to the end. So let's wrap it up. Well, I was wrong. The nutmeg and light leather, new leather did not come back to any significant amount. There is minimal cedar and brown sugar and a lot of dark chocolate and black coffee. For the most part, you're going to notice a lot of darker notes. There is a little sweetness there, but not a lot. The cigar started out pretty good, and for me, sort of tapered off in the middle and dropped off here at the end. The final third of it will go 90. Full bodied, finish is basically unchanged. But for whatever reason, and this is just personal preference, the Aganorsa Leaf Maduros are not hitting it with me. If you look back at any of their Maduros, they haven't scored nearly as high as their, I'll call the naturals, which are fantastic. Fantastic, the naturals. The Torch, the Guardian of the Farm, all those are just so much better, in my opinion. And it's just my opinion. But these are the flavor notes you expect. I mean, maybe they sound right up your alley. If they do, bingo, that's what you go for. You go for that. Go for the description. Overall score is 91.67. It's not bad. By far not as good as the naturals. The Torch scored 96. 96. It just had so much more of what I like. So, it's not a knock. It's just personal preference. So that'll do it. The JFR Lunatic Loco El Loquito. 91.67.